Well, after the chicken houses, just got back to the house. I got enough fertilizer in my eye to fertilize the garden. So my eyes are irritated pretty bad. So I'm gonna finish grinding these. You can see which ones I hit. Still got a little bit more to go. I'm probably about 1/16 of the way. Go ahead and hit these, get everything greased, get everything ready for tomorrow. Go ahead and load up. Go ahead and have everything ready for the small job tomorrow. So I gotta fix this. It's still laying down on it, so it's good, but this right here is what's hurting me, so I gotta figure out something else. So always something. Finally done. So if you take care of these every 4 hours, then you won't have to spend almost an hour trying to get these right, which I found out. So if you've got one of these heads or these, I mean, you can see the difference. You know, I'm 6'3", I got big hands, but I mean, that's how I'm thinking. About 3-inch wide, 2.5 long. Really, new ones are a lot longer. I mean, I haven't measured a new one, but so when you hit them, it curls the edge down. So if you try to keep this, I wish I had a better way of showing you, because I'm still learning every time I use it. So, you know, I try to keep this pad level as possible, so that way when you're going, you know, you're level. So that way when you're grinding, it stays all level. Sometimes I'll catch myself going left, and then I'm not sure if that's the reason why this, or, you know, left or right. So it depends on how I got it in my hand, because I'm right hand dominant. So some of these could be shaped up a lot better, but the way it curled some of the edges, there's one of them that's curled, because you can tell which one. I'll show you this left side. You could see the difference. It's still warm. It's this one right here. You can tell how hard this stuff's been hit, because you can tell by that right there. This could be ground down a little bit, but it's curled this back more than it has this side. So I'm not trying to eat too much of this, just kind of trying to keep it level with it. So that way it helps me to not eat the whole tooth up. I had to order some again, and I'm trying to get as much out as I can, but I have several under the carport that I can probably make several knives out of. If I'm not mistaken, I needed 6 orders of these to get a whole set. I wouldn't say free, but it's free out of all the ones I bought, instead of them just sitting there, which I may or may not have used one, because I broke one off. I broke one completely off and lost the bolt. So no, it was actually bolted still in there. I actually got to use the bolt back. But we're gonna go ahead and get this glass cleaned up, and we're gonna go ahead and let that cool down a little bit, because I don't want to stick it in a truck while it's blazing hot. Gotta get that greased up and cleaned out, and then from that job that we done Sunday, it rained, so it stuck to it. So I gotta get this cleaned up. And I may just try to go ahead and order one of these sometime this year, because it's just glossy haze to it. So I got to get this cleaned out too. But let's go ahead and get this, and then we'll get it loaded up. Track's doing good. I mean, I tightened it pretty good. For mulching, you want it pretty tight, but you don't want it too tight where when you hit a stump it breaks it. So it's held up pretty good, and the other side is pretty bad. You little bum. See how this one, it's got a lot of play in it, which I tighten them up all the time and it just loosens up. I don't know if it's just because of the old track, but I'm going to use this thing till it's slick. But then again, I may try to take and get me a new one once I get everything called up. That's one thing about these land management ones, they get caught up chunky up underneath. If you don't, you'll have this thing caught on fire. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get the 450 running, let it idle a little bit. I've been testing it out, so we're fixing to test it out on this job. Luckily, I'll be only an hour away from home, so. But it's what you got to do to keep on rolling. So let's get to it. Well, make myself mad. I left my GoPro and I did a small 5-hour mulching job today for my cat guy. His mother was needing some clearing done at her property. I forgot to bring my GoPro, so as of right now I'm gonna wait till a little bit to order another one. After a few more jobs, I'm just gonna go ahead and order one. These things are like $500–600, I think. It's been a while since I think I've had this one for like two years. Just finally started using it as of last year. So it was a nice job, easy, simple, but it was a lot of labor. See if I can't find the recordings. There it is. That's what it looked like. There was the ending. So it took me about 5 hours. You can kind of see the mulch. That was the front. I mulched up a little bit. There we go. See, you can't see better like that. Yep. So never again will I do that again, because I was kept reaching to grab it, but it wasn't there. That's what made me mad, because I had this. I was running late this morning to get things going, so I got to get everything ready to mulch tomorrow, I think. Me and my dad, after I did that 5-hour job, went and helped my dad with the chicken houses. So I helped him pick up the leftovers, and we got everything dissed up for inside the houses, because that way the ammonia and all the poop dries each other out, so that way we can decake and all that stuff. I may record some, I'm not sure yet. Don't know about my schedule with it, doing this and helping my dad. So this was a short one. So the teeth look still pretty good. I mean, all of them look pretty good. I did hit some brick on some of them. There was some brick. I do have some new knives ordered. They still got sharp. I just had another customer that we did right over the road, about 15 minutes from here, want some done. So we stacked up. So me and Dad's trying to get stuff here and at the chicken houses done. So, but I guess we'll see how everything goes tomorrow. Makes me mad that I done that, but oh well. I mean, it's rough as it is. But that's it. That's on for this one. I had to show you pictures and videos, but the 450 done good since I put 2 injectors in it. I need to fix the neck. That's the very first thing. But hopefully in a couple weeks I can show you what else is coming up on BLC. So we'll just see how it goes. All right, so I'm up here at the chicken houses. Gotta get all this stuff cleaned up. My dad likes to hoard stuff. So gotta get the old case. It's seen better days. The hood's broke off of it. So I gotta get the disc. I did have some semi drums here. That way when it was digging, so that way the stuff underneath would disc it up pretty good. But I gotta check all the fluids, and then I got some diesel for it. Everybody around here's diesels, or off-road diesel is messed up or they're out. So I don't know what's going on there. It's been like that for about a week now. So, but I got to move all this stuff because we're fixing to have the D-cake machines right over there. And see, I think the tractor's on the other side. It's been a while since I've done this one. I'm gonna go ahead and disc the houses one more time and then come in with a decaker because that takes most of the time. There it is. We took the hood off because when you get close to the houses you couldn't see the bucket, and then we broke post several times. So that was one reason why we took it off. It's good. Needs a cleaning. We straight piped it because that's about the best I could do without buying a whole new piece. The pipe come out here, which my dad didn't do any research or anything like that. He had a buddy telling me he had a tractor, and see, you can see my dad don't take care of nothing. So we're gonna start this up. I'm gonna check the fuel. He lost the fuel cap. So it's always something with him, but I love him to death. So we're gonna check everything, get this fueled up, because when we're pulling that decaker out there loaded, it's heavy. So, and it drinks fuel too, because you got to be at like about 2200 RPM wide open carrying that thing, and then you get the belts churning and stuff. So yep, it's a long day. It's actually a long week worth of cleaning and daylight, the dark kind of stuff. So I'm gonna help him out best I can. Somebody come and get the rest of them. What I do with the disc is, everybody knows, if you have chicken houses, this is what I've done full-time, working full-time as a diesel mechanic, done mulching on the side, and then helped my dad. Also juggled my girlfriend at the time, which is my fiance now. So you can see the fluff, or whatever the technical name is, chicken cocky. We got a wall edger that comes in, and it's got an arm that comes in and hits. So then we also got which having a front bucket and big old freaking tires. And my dad didn't think, and I told him if he would just sit there and got something that was a low pro for chicken houses, would have been great. But guess what? He didn't listen to me, and he bought something that now he regrets. But you know, it gets the job done. So I hit as far as I can over here, and then we get the wall edger that throws it on top, and then it makes a trail, which I'll show you shortly. And then we got stuff where the pickup crew come and mess some stuff up. We have to take pictures of that. So I hit under the waters, and right here at the feeders you could see that, and then you got the powder, and then you got where the water, because the water drips and it just makes a lot of moisture, so it just cakes on top. So once we come in and rake all that stuff, I think it's really best for us to come in with a decaker first and then wall edge, because we're taking clean stuff, throwing it on top of the poop, and then we're throwing some small bits. Like you just have to look at the, you can have this versus these big chunks we got to get up. So and also we've only had these chicken houses for going on 5 years, so nothing was handed to us. I think we gave like $400 or $500 for this thing. It needs a lot of work. I mean, the disc and all that needs tightened up, needs bearings. But I'm not sure what this is. So, and then you can see this. These are the plates. I call the chicken poopy plates. So then you got this center, which, you know, is all powder. So we'll come in and decake it to get the chunks out, so that way the ammonia stays down. So, which I don't have all the lights on it. It's not really, other than the light from here. So as of right now, I got a small job to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna help my dad today as much as I can. I gotta meet the customer later this afternoon, and then I'm gonna get everything ready for my dad. Hook the decaker up, because my dad had open heart surgery, triple bypass. He's got cholesterol, diabetes, bad circulation in the legs, and he's just not able to hook up all this stuff and lift it up because his chest pops when he picks stuff up. So I'm gonna get everything ready for him. That way I don't have to worry about him. All he's got to do is just get on the tractor, unload and load. He could do all that. He's done it several times by himself. But I'm gonna help him best I can. So, well, we're gonna go ahead and get this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit house 2, 3, and 4, and I'll just see what my dad wants me to do. And I can get everything ready for him, so that way he just got to come in. We got a thing that rakes everything out too, so I'll show you the whole steps. All right, so I'm fixing to hook to this. We got the decaker, needs some work, but or the disc, need to tighten those up a little bit. So, and then I got we got the Lewis Brothers Lewis Poultry Housekeeper. I think it's model 2. We bought it for about $5 grand. It needed a lot of work, so I've done a lot of work to it. A lot of pulleys, bearings, and all that good stuff. So it's the Model 3. I wish we had the dual tire, because we can get double, you know, or probably another half of that. So it takes a while. I'm gonna go ahead and get it, the disc taken off, go ahead and hook to it, and that way I get my dad further in the progress. So we got a lot to do. Well, it takes all day to do stuff around the chicken house. I went to jump back on it after I took the disc off, and then it wouldn't start back. So I took the filters off, blew the lines back out. We have a problem with algae, because I think our 500-gallon tank. And so by the time I got it, Dad brought food. That's the only thing I asked for my dad. I don't ask no money or nothing like that. I just say, bring me some food. Then we got the decaker hooked up, and by that time he's like, I gotta run and do this. I'm like, well, I need you to be here to help me to help you. So I'm leaving for the day, and we'll probably be back sometime this week. Dad's gonna decake. So he did a little, like probably about 20 minutes of it. So we're gonna run back to the house and go look at another job. So, yep.